I say now, what up? What's happening? Hey, how y'all doing? So today marks a very special day in any presidential term. The first 100 days. Today is the 100th day of President Trump's term. Now, I know it feels like it has been a longer time, but it's only been 100 days. So today, what I'm going to do, in the words of the famous poet Drake, I am going to keep it 8 more than 92 with you. So, President Trump, in his first 100 days, has signed a whopping 30 executive orders. That is 11 more than President Obama signed. But Trump was very critical of President Obama when he was signing his executive orders. He said, and I quote, "Nobody wants to listen to Obama. He just gets around signing executive orders." But you signed more though. Okay. Let's move on. Also in this first 100 days, there was a Syrian civil chemical attack on its own people, claimed to believe. And President Trump says that he responded by attacking one of the airfields that the chemical weapons supposedly were stored. And the reason for this was that he saw the pictures of the kids and the civilians that were attacked. And he said he felt an emotional response deep down within inside of him. And that caused him to attack one of Syria's civil air bases. But he was highly critical of Hillary Clinton, that a female who was president may rule by emotion. I think I call that emotion. Okay, well, let's keep going. He also costs taxpayers $20 million in his first 100 days. $20 million just by visiting his private property of Mar-a-Lago, the Winter White House. $20 million. In 2 terms, President Obama cost the taxpayers only $97 million. We're already at $20 million, and it's only been 100 days. If we keep on this pace, I say by a year and a half, we will have surpassed President Obama. Trump, if you don't want to live in the White House, just let us know. I mean, we'll be glad to just say, hey, okay, Mar-a-Lago's the new White House. We can shut down the power in that one and just let's focus on that one. You know, just let the people know. We want to do what you want to do. We want to help you out. Also, for the first week in his presidency, he talked about crowd size, that his crowd size was bigger than President Obama's inauguration. He even stood in front of the CIA wall, a very prestigious wall with fallen CIA operatives, sort of their symbolization. He stood in front of there and talked about his crowd size at the inauguration. I'm going to let you all think about that, and let you all tell me what you think about that one. Also, his national security advisor, Mike Flynn, we all know the story about that one, and his Russian ties, and essentially had to step down because it seemed like he was feeding false information to the president and vice president about what was going on. So we all know about that story. And he has tried to pass 2 travel bans. 2. The first one was considered unconstitutional by the courts, where he tried to place a blanket ban on all Muslims entering the country. I don't think that's an American way to do things. We are usually a loving and accepting country. And then there was the travel ban 2.0. That was also seen to be considered unconstitutional. So it took back some of the restrictions that the first travel ban, but its overall purpose was to still ban Muslims from entering the country. Now, everything that President Trump has done within his first 100 days hasn't been so bad. He has lived up to a lot of his promises that he has said on the campaign trail. Obamacare has been repealed, but the replacement, Trump Care, was not passed in the House. The stock market, the S&P 500, has showed returns of 5.32%. This makes him the second highest Republican president to show that type of returns. And also the February job report, that was pretty good. The natural numbers have also decreased during that time. So This is just a recap of President Trump's first 100 days. I'm very interested to see what happens day by day, and I hope you all have been paying close attention, because just like his campaign, his presidency is going to be very unprecedented. Things that we are used to seeing and things that we have seen in the past will not be the norm for President Trump. So I'm very interested to see. Let's stay tuned, and I miss you all. Look forward to seeing you all next week. Have a blessed and safe Saturday.